Hey guys, welcome back to the Snap-Ring Chronicles. We're coming back at you with another ratchet video. This time something from Gearwrench. This is a 12-inch, quarter-inch drive. This is a long locking FlexHead. Here, ratchet. I picked this up this was on Amazon. I think it was like $20 and change. This is the 81030 lifetime warranty. Has a locking flex on it. You can see here, locking flex, and it's pretty long, so 12 inches, and it's made in Taiwan. And kind of an interesting ratchet, kind of a specialty ratchet, I would say. Something you would use like in a pinch to get something out that's in a very awkward space. The head is very thin, even thinner than most quarter inches. Let me see if I have a quarter inch laying around here somewhere. And you know what? The ratchet guy doesn't. Oh no, I do have one. Here is a Pittsburgh, the composite handle Pittsburgh, and you can see the difference here. This is they're both quarter inches, and you can see the difference in the sizes of the heads on these. And it's a bit thin too, so this one's a lot thicker. So like I said, kind of a specialty ratchet for very awkward spaces to get to. This is a lot like the Icon set, the Icon ratchet. I would put it in this category as far as the mechanism and the size. As you can see here, there, this one's slightly smaller, but very similar in size. This one also locks. Here's without. Here's the insert for the quarter inch. Yeah, it's not a permanent quarter inch. It has one of these inserts, bits for the quarter inch. And I guess you could also you could put a screwdriver there, a Phillips or something, to also, if you needed to unscrew something. But here they are side by side, pretty similar in size. What I would say about just on the surface, the quality, this seems a lot better, or it seems better than this. This one, the tolerances seem a bit loose. This one's a lot tighter. Up here, this ring and the gear seems tighter. This one seems a bit like looser, and very little back drag on this one. This one has quite a bit noticeable more back drag than this, but the spring on this, you can hardly hear it. And this one's a lot snappier. You can hear that. So the plunger spring on this is kind of, I guess you can call it lazy or something. Yeah, you can see this ring and that ring has a lot more play than this over here, which seems a bit more solid. And this one, when you unhook this one, it kind of clicks, but it's a very weak clicking. I don't know, it just feels like not the same quality. This doesn't have any clicks, but it just seems a lot more solid, and the tolerances are better. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents on the surface. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Has another weird Torx on this. Torx number 5. So if you're gonna have to find a Torx 5 for these tiny screws. And by the way, if you're here and you're enjoying this, do me a favor and consider subscribing or even liking this video. And yes, I'm always begging for likes and subscriptions. And there is the plate. But no worries, because this is still held in place by something up here. And also the switch holds the paw in place. But here is the plate, the thickness of it, the tiny holes for the screws. The screws are pretty thin also. I think my last video I did the video on the Icon 1/4" ratchet, the stubby, and the screws. The heads were like that big almost, but the screws were pretty almost as fat as the head. But you can see these screws are a lot thinner than those screws. Okay, and to take it apart to get the gear out, and that's what it looks like inside. That's the pole, the switch, and the plunger. This is 72 teeth. It's, I don't know, it seems 72. I already took, this could be a little hard. I already took one of the sides up. I pulled it up on this ring. There's a ring that holds this this other finger ring in place, and I took the liberty of getting one side up because I didn't want this to take a long time or too long. And here is the ring that holds this cookie here, and it has like flat sides and then round sides that conform to the flats and the rounds on this. And now with a little care, you'll be able to just hold the paw down a little bit, even though this paw doesn't have much tension. So like I said, the spring underneath the plunger seems a bit weak. Here's the paw, the gear, and here is the plunger. It has a hollow plunger with a tiny spring in it. And here is the switch. You would push it out and it comes out through the front. The switch does have an O-ring on it, so there's some protection here. You see this O-ring over here, a little rubber O-ring. And this is what the switch looks like inside. This is what the machining looks like. So not too bad. And yeah, and this, if you don't lock it, it's really flimsy. It just like flops around. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it gives much confidence. Even here, when you lock it, it's kind of, it moves. It's not solid like the Icon, where you lock it down and it stays solid. This one kind of like wiggles around a little bit. Okay, so here's the gear, and you could look at the teeth. They don't look too bad. I mean, like, the teeth look okay. They look well formed. This tiny paw has like a letter there. It looks like an F or something, or a sideways F on the back. I can't even see that. There's just like two little machine marks, circles. This one might say something. I can't even see that, how small that is. Maybe a number in there. This is what the paw looks like. I don't know, maybe like 10 teeth or something like that. And here's the bottom. And inside here there's a little ring that holds on to the grooves here. Like that. And another thing that this has a slight problem with is if you put a socket on here, when you try to take out the socket, this thing is going to come out with it. So there's no locking mechanism here. So when the socket is going to have enough pressure, and this doesn't have a lot of pressure, where when you pull it out, it's going to, you try to get the socket out, it's going to take the bit out with it. Okay, I'm not going to take this apart, this part here, but you can imagine what's in there. It's like another plunger with a spring that keeps this switch going back and forth. The switch feels a little, it doesn't feel flimsy. It feels like it's a positive, tight switch. When you switch it from side to side, it seems pretty solid. It doesn't seem like you can just do it real light and it'll come off. All right, to get this back together, what you do is you get your switch back in from the front, stick that in, and get your plunger and spring, and just so you can see how small that spring is. It's tiny. Whoop, and it goes flying. Yeah, be careful with these parts. Yeah, that spring, it's really light when it's ratcheting. Put that in the hole there, like that. And you get your paw, put that on top. Like this. And now you get your gear. And it should go like this, with the hex part facing up. And drop it in like that. And now you can turn this over and hold this down, hold the gear down, but the other stuff is pretty locked in there, it's not going to fall out. And you put your thumb wheel back on, and you get your ring that holds the wheel. Yeah, this might be a little challenging. Hold this down. Yeah, it locks around this part here. So, like that. And this is what it looks like when it's ratcheting. You see the paw there? It's like very light. And it locks up like that. Okay, now you just take your plate. Which way does it go? That way. Drop that in there like that. Get your screws. And your number 5 Torx. Very light finger tightening. I wouldn't, with these tiny screws, I wouldn't go too tight on them. They did have a little bit of Loctite on it. And yeah, and basically, there you go. You're back in business. So yeah, kind of like I said, like sort of a specialty style ratchet. I don't know, the tolerance is kind of loose, but it looks like it might work in certain situations. I just wish the quality was a little bit better, maybe like the Icon quality. Gearwrench, they have a pretty decent name. So I don't know, we'll see. Maybe in a pinch, something like this can really come through for you. Alright guys, let me know your thoughts on this. Is it worth $20? Alright, until next time.